Good morning, everybody. So it's about negative 10 degrees Celsius, which is about 14 degrees Fahrenheit out this morning, so it's significantly warmer than when I cleared out the path and back here to the tractors. So I decided it's a nice enough morning that we're going to go and try to skid some logs. We'll go back to the back gate and grab those logs that I skid out there in one of my older videos, and we'll skid them out here with the rest of the logs. Mainly because I want to see how the Oliver does skidding in 1.5 feet of snow. But anyways, first things first, let's see if it wants to fire up. Alright, that wasn't too bad. We'll let that warm up for a few minutes and get to it. still have to get them above the snow so I can get a chain on them. And of course, I came fully prepared with my winter, okay, no, just work boots. But anyways, that's beside the point. I wonder if I can hook the ends with the edge of the track and just roll them up out of the snow, or run into them, or if I'm gonna have to hook a chain to those limbs sticking off and roll them up. But we have time. Let's get creative, see what happens. Well, that was working, but as I was turning back and forth there, another problem has arose. I believe this is supposed to be attached to something. So what happened there is, oh, there's that, that's down there. That bolt right there goes into there, and it broke. So that's going to take some fun to get that out of there and put a new bolt into it. So I'm just going to go ahead and park this for now. But other than that, this rig has been an absolute beast in the snow, and I'm sure it would have done perfectly fine. So we're going to leave that there for now. And I'm going to go do something else, because I don't want to deal with that right now. It's just too much other stuff to do today. Well, it's a nice day. But for you guys, I'll show you when we get that fixed. We'll come back and skid those logs out. But it might not be as fun, as I am going to go and fire up the bulldozer or something, one of the other bigger crawlers, and clear out these trails. I may not clear these trails anyways, but definitely on the other side for pony trails and snowmobile trails and four-wheeler trails for the rest of the family. But anyways, stay with me and we'll be back in a few minutes for you guys, but could be a couple days for me. Anyways, okay. Guess you're wondering how I'm going to get this back. So I am just going to limp it with the left steer side. I will have to go in reverse to steer right, and of course I can still steer left going forward. So it's going to be a slow go home. But as long as that one doesn't break off, it should be fine. And if it does, I guess I'm going to have to get something bigger and skid it back. But anyways, all right, well, wish me luck. Woo, we're in the home stretch. It's going not too bad, just sort of limping along. Just kidding. But anyways, all right, made it back. Just turned the fuel off in it, so waiting for it to die down. But anyways, what happened here was that bolt broke, and it broke off inside the casing. So that is going to be quite a pain in the butt to get out of there. It's going to take some finesse. I'm probably going to wait for a day that Victor's working to give me a hand, because he is better at this than I am. And if for some reason we can't get that out, we'll just have to fabricate another way for it to work. Because all it is a lever, that you can see on this side. All it is a lever that pulls on that linkage. So basically it's just connected there to the pivot point. But anyway, ideally we might be able to heat that up or get something in there to get it out. But we also don't want to mess up this cast casing. So, like I said, Victor has more experience in that than I do. So we'll wait for his guiding hand to do that. We'll let this shut down and we'll get to it later, and I'll go do something else for now. The Ollie did really well in the snow, and I'm quite impressed with it. Once we get that fixed, we'll be back in action and we'll go skid those logs out, see how it does skidding in the snow. All right, that's it for now. Well, it's a couple days later, Victor's here. He was happy to see this. So we're gonna try to do it the right way by drill that bolt out. So Victor on the drill being very precise. We'll see how this goes. Worst case scenario, I guess we'll have to custom fabricate something, but try the easy way first. All right, well, it's a few minutes later. That bolt is quite soft, so that's good. It might have been designed that way so that it is easy to get out. And we happen to have some easy outs, so we're gonna see if that'll work. So these are easy outs. How it works is if something breaks like that, exactly what happened, you drill a hole and then you put these in. And the way they work is when you're backing it off, it will grab inside the hole that you've just drilled and hopefully, if all works out, twist the chunk of bolt out. So we'll see if it works. So we're going to come onto a little bit here, or Victor is going to come onto it a little bit here and see what happens. We might have to give it a bit of heat, but it's turning. Hopefully it's turning the bolt. I think it is. Oh, perfect. Was it luck or was it just Victor's skill? I prefer to think it is Victor's skill. What do you think, Vic?
Little column A.
Vic's modest. He's dealt with plenty of broken stuff, but anyways, that came out of there, so I guess we're gonna have to get a new bolt and get it back in there. Perfect. So you can see, mind if I take that? You can see how the easy out works. Drilled the hole, if I can get it to focus. Having problems with it. So anyways, drilled the hole, pounded the easy out in, twisted it, grabbed it, and was able to thread it out. Perfect. That's exactly what we were hoping for. Anyways, let's get another bolt. So we're just going to pull the whole steering lever off because there's a crack in that right there. So we'll take it back to the shop and weld it while we go and see if we have a bolt there. So we'll weld that and hopefully we have a bolt. If not, trip to the hardware store. Yay! Vic just working on the cotter pin hole. We're able to fabricate the pin out of it's actually a concrete fastener bolt. So it had a sleeve that went down in. But anyways, it happened to be the right length and the right thread. So we're able to cut it up and turn it into what we need. All right, back down at Ollie here. Just gonna run a tap in there. Clean up the threads from drilling it. Probably some schmoo in there, get rid of. And threading the bolt in, going quite well. Right, get the linkage hook backed up. Threw a couple washers on there for spacers, the cotter pin in it. We should be back in business. And yeah, I threw a little bit of paint on it there after we welded it just to help with the rust. All right, all back together, not breaking. Perfect, a lot better than it was anyway. All right, so it's a few days later again. We ended up getting warmer temperatures, and then it rained for an entire day, and then it freezing rained. But anyways, there's still lots of snow left, so we'll fire up the little beastie here and see if it can skid those logs up before we have no snow left at all. All right, well, we'll let it warm up and do it. All right, well, as you can see, still lots of snow. Trees are still buried, so we still have to get them out so I can get a chain around them. I guess I'll just take a chain around to the limbs that are up through the snow and then pull them back and hope that pops up the trunks. Well, they're pulling hard, but they're coming. First little mud hole. Shouldn't be a problem. Coming up to the swamp crossing. We make it through here, we're in the home stretch. Right, well, it did a little bit of grunting there in some of those holes, but it got them here. Didn't give me too many issues, so that's fantastic. But anyways, just wanted to test it out, pull it in the snow. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching.